Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Keep It Light podcast. I'm your host, Willie the Kid, here with my co-host, Dan O.B.
Do you guys know what time it is? Will, do you know what time it is?
I don't know what time it is.
Do they know what time it is?
I don't think they know what time it is.
Dude, it's t-shirt time.
It's fucking t-shirt time, dude.
It's t-shirt time. You know what that means, guys? It means we're ready to fucking go. We're ready to put on a fire podcast for you.
Because we put on the tank top, and then we take it off, we put on a fresh shirt.
Yeah, dude, it's t-shirt time. That's how you know we're ready to go.
T-shirt time, dude.
We both got t-shirts on right now.
Dude, Dan and I have been living in 2011 for like the last 4 days watching Jersey Shore. And I've seen the series all the way through millions of times.
I've just watched it through for the first time, so it's so funny to watch it with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, wait. Watch what's about to happen.
Dude, but you're like, so like, does this person... And I'm like, you gotta just fucking watch it, dude. It's like unbelievable how it unfolds.
Dude, that show is the craziest show in the world. And if you have seen it, just go back in time to the first time you were watching it with me, okay? Yeah. That show is the craziest shit in the world because it's like if high schoolers could drink and fuck and then just put cameras on them.
You know what's crazy, too, is like that world has existed in New Jersey...
For decades.
Forever, dude. And it's like, it was like just televised in 2010 and 11.
It's the craziest shit, dude. Also, off the jump, we gotta apologize for Will's voice. Will's had a couple... He had a rough day, him a medical miracle, so just power through it for this hour, guys. He'll be back ready to go 100% next episode.
Yeah, because I'm all fucked up, so... I had a really gnarly migraine that I woke up with.
Yes, he regularly does, because he's a medical marvel.
Yeah, and sometimes I get sick from them, so I just got sick really, really hard, so my voice is fucking smoked.
The best thing about being friends with Will, though, is that Will's actually intelligent. Me, I just speak real pretty, and people think I'm intelligent. Will has actual knowledge in his brain. Mine's just full of, like, stupid quotes and
movie quotes and farts.
Movie quotes, farts, and, like, useless information. Like,
I think you're a pretty smart kid, Dan.
Dude, it's all useless knowledge.
But it's knowledge, nonetheless.
Dude, you know what one of the biggest things that people always are like, oh, my God, how does he know that? Do you want to know what one of the fun facts that I know is?
What?
So, in a sprinkler system, you probably know this. I had to explain this 1,000 times when I was at college. People were like, you're going to shut off the sprinklers, because they're dueling inside. I was like, that's not how the sprinklers work, guys. Right. How a sprinkler system works is there's a piece of wax in it, or plastic, or whatever. And when it heats up, it melts, water sprays. So you're not going to set off the sprinklers. Yes, you'll set off the fire alarm, but you're not going to set off the sprinklers and everybody's going to get fucking doused from vaping inside.
Hey, Dan.
What's up?
Can I tell you that you're wrong?
That's how it used to be, at least.
There's mercury in them, and like that's how temperature is gauged.
Right.
So there's like they're just like a thermometer with a trigger in them. So you're right in saying when they get past a certain temperature, but it just does it with mercury instead. Cause
they used to do it with
wax. It's safer than wax because wax can like get
just
hard
snap.
over time.
Well, that's how I know that is because I had learned that back when they were first doing those before, like. They started doing sprinklers, like actual sprinklers, right in that time when everyone started being terrified of mercury.
Yeah.
Because they were like, kids are dying.
Well, dude, like old fire extinguishers used to be behind a bar and like a big like light bulb looking thing, where if fire broke out at a bar, typically it sat in a ring and a little hammer underneath it. And when the mercury in it got to a certain heat, it would smash the glass, and in the glass was a bunch of chemicals that would extinguish the fire and kill oxygen.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how they used to be. But they're not that way anymore because they're not fucking safe to breathe in. So.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so
my point stands though.
Welcome to the Sprinkler Podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we got you here in 4 minutes, dude. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on fucking everything, dude. Everything right there is on the screen. If you're on Spotify, keep it light _. Or what is it? Keep It Light Podcast?
Keep It _light on Twitter. Keep It Light Podcast on Instagram. Keep It Light Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to send in your ideas, your funny Tinder messages, whatever you got, if you're embarrassed to talk about it with your friends, parents, therapists, whatever, we're here. We'll keep it anonymous. We'll shout you out. Whatever you want, just send it in with all the details, and we got you.
Absolutely, 100%. It's an open book. The Keep It Light Podcast at gmail.com.
Honestly, let's just bang them out right at the top too. Dude, we're not getting any financial compensation yet, but we just love shouting out the people who help us.
Yeah.
We got to shout out Anchor. Huge shout out to Anchor, dude.
Yeah, big shout out to Anchor.com.
They're the fucking greatest.
This podcast would not be possible without Anchor.com.
Dude. They do all of the heavy lifting for us, honestly.
Seriously.
Because like we just upload it to Anchor, and then Anchor,
They do the rest, dude.
they send it out to Apple Podcasts, where you can listen to the Keep It Light podcast. They send it out to Spotify, where you can listen to the Keep It Light podcast. They send it to Google Podcasts, where you can listen to the Keep It Light podcast. And they just do all the heavy lifting for us. We just do it one time. They send out everything and make it all work for us.
Yeah, so again, huge shout out to Anchor.com, everyone working there, getting through this whole fucking
And of course,
pandemic.
we got to shout out the bros over at Spark Motorsports.
Yes, the Keep It Light podcast, especially this episode of the Keep It Light podcast, is brought to you in part by Sparks Motorsports.
Those guys are the greatest. You've known them. You've known at least Dylan for a little while, and
Yeah.
I think you just met Mad Mike pretty recently, though, right?
Yeah, the mad scientist.
Great guys and just super dope. I'm excited to watch them build the V. And when
too.
the Panamera eventually happens, I can't wait to get the Panamera in them.
Yeah, dude.
Spend several hours watching Dylan fabricate up my exhaust.
Yeah, dude. Great guys over there. They really.
I think we
got to
take the Jetta there soon and get it straight pipe just for shits and gigs.
I mean, I don't know why you haven't done that yet.
yeah, dude.
Like, you know what I mean? That's like,
Hey, Mike, you bored? You want to do an exhaust on a fucking four banger? It's
see how she's.
gonna take you 25 minutes.
It's sick. They're really good dudes over there. Great guys. Really
They do great
reliable.
work too.
Huge. Yeah, they're big.
Dude, you have this is gonna not make sense. Quick side note, because that's what this podcast always was, always will be, is just us doing side notes, guys. If you guys don't, if you hear something that you don't know, because we talk about cars a little bit, I'm saying this because Claire said something. I had to have a full conversation with Claire the other day about
What?
explaining car things to her. She was like, "What do these car things mean?" It was really cool because she was interested in them. She was like, "I want to know what they are, but I just don't." And so, like, when I'm listening to it, I want to know more about it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of what you have Google for. Not my phone number, but I guess my phone number's dual purpose today. Dude, so you have a true dual exhaust on the V, though.
Yeah.
And I had never done an exhaust job or, like, watched one. But when I got under there, I was like, oh, this is going to be a fucking nightmare. Because I've seen my exhaust on all three of my cars, and all of them were just pipe.
Yeah.
Pipe and word. What's the word? Starts with an R.
I don't know.
Resonator.
Yeah.
And just yours is just a fucking mess of pipes, dude.
Yeah.
Under your car. Jesus.
It
And,
is.
dude,
It's a
they
lot
did-
of fucking pipe.
They did great work and it looks dope. Underneath, the tips look good. Great work getting back to where this all started, Spark Motorsports.
Yeah, they crushed it. Thank you so much, you guys.
And they're still so, dude, that's the cool thing about being friends with you and you having that car is I'm so proud of you to get your dream in the time frame that you wanted to get it. And I'm so stoked to be in your life now to watch that thing get built so
Yeah,
we can
dude.
fucking die in it together.
It's awesome, man. Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate you. But I really want to spend a good time talking about Jersey Shore.
Yeah, dude, we got to get back to Jersey
Because,
Shore. It's
yo,
t-shirt time. It's
It's
t-shirt
fucking
time.
t-shirt time,
Guys,
dude.
we're back to t-shirt time.
It's 2020, okay? And I don't think Jersey Shore is talked about enough.
I'm with you. I'm so happy that I'm just like if I'd watched it when it came out,
Which I did that.
You're a little bit older than me. You're a fucking boomer, and like, so what? This came out in 2011.
Yeah, I think they started shooting.
I was
2000
11 and 12. I was 11 and 12 years old. If I'd watched this when it was coming out, I would have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but I was only like 14
Yeah.
watching it and like thinking that it was the coolest shit ever.
But dude, I get to watch it as a 20-year-old and like understand a little bit about how the world works.
Yeah,
And dude, wow, this is just too much.
it's something, you know.
I want to meet all of them. We were talking about this the other day. People that we want to meet and get on the podcast.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because we're huge fans. No disrespect to what they do. We're just not fans. It's not our spot. We just have questions, dude.
Yeah, I have so many questions I want to ask so many fucking people.
And it's just, I want to meet all 8 of them. I have so many fucking questions,
I
dude.
know. And it's so cool to like see because they so they shot 5 really successful seasons of the show, and then season 6 kind of flopped, and then they were done with it. And then like 3 years passed because season 6 was 2015 or 14,
Okay.
and then a few years passed, and then I think in 2018 they started reshooting Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and where their lives had changed from. Actually, I don't think it was 15. I think it was like 2013 or 14 when they stopped shooting. And then like 5 years went by and they started shooting Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And for their fucking lives, dude, after 5 years of not being on MTV, doing Jersey Shore, unbelievable. Like, all the girls had, like, all kinds of plastic surgery done.
No
They
shit.
look like messes. Vinny looks exactly the same. Ronnie got, like, brand new teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't have
He has a crystal white smile, and it's so obvious that they're veneers.
Right.
It's like, dude.
Dude, if you fucking got it, though, flaunt it. Dude, veneers are not fucking
He
cheap.
also is...
Veneers are like $2,000 a tooth.
I know, but he's also sporting a really gnarly cocaine addiction, too. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but there were videos for the longest time of him and his girlfriend, his baby mama,
Not
just, like,
Sammy.
screaming at each
Guys.
other. No, not Sammy, no.
I don't want any spoilers because I'm only into season 2. They're in Miami right now.
Yeah.
As of right now, it's all about Ronnie and Sammy for me. So
Yeah, dude, I'm not spoiling anything for you. I won't fucking do it. The show is incredibly entertaining with, like, 8
the funny
personalities.
thing about you too is that usually what happens on the weekends right now is I just crash at Will's place on his couch,
Yeah.
and so usually I fall asleep and Will just goes into his bed and falls asleep.
Right.
But we were watching Jersey Shore this last weekend, and you're like, all right, man, you got to shut it off because you're about to fall asleep, and you like would not. You're like, we can't watch it not together.
Yeah. Dude, it's a fucking journey that we're a part of.
Dude, I was like, I went home yesterday and I was like, I'm so curious what's going on. I was about to put it on. I was like, I'm gonna wait till I'm with Will.
Who's your favorite character right now? Not character, like personality, like person.
Can I do one from each gender?
As far as I know, of course you can. As far as I know, none of that show is scripted whatsoever. They were they were told that they can't have cell phones, and the only contact they had was through
The wired phone.
a wired phone with only 2 unrecorded calls a week.
What?
Yeah. So the duck phone and, like, the fucking phones at each house
Right.
were all recorded.
Jeez.
And
Would you sign up for this?
And only 2 private phone. Of course I would, dude.
You would do this.
Sure. I have a big personality.
I do too.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'm just like, it's not that I have anything to hide. It's just the idea of I don't want to be forced to be put on display.
I think that is what makes the show so good, though, is
Right.
because they are forced to be on display like that,
Right.
like fucking caged animals,
Right.
and that was something the world had never seen before. That's
Right.
why I think Jersey Shore got the reception that it was, and
Right.
the show originally launched to be a competition between each
Yeah, see who's
cast
the
member.
biggest Guido.
Yeah, to see who the biggest.
Dude,
Like
can we
Italian
talk about how
dude.
quotable of a show it is?
Oh my God.
So quotable.
I quote that show like twice a day.
Can I tell you how many fucking times I've said the words we
We
smushed?
Yeah,
Dude, so many fucking... So, for those of you who haven't watched the 2 characters, I'd explained this to someone I was on the phone with the other day because they haven't watched it. I was like, there's 2 characters. There's Ronnie and Sammy. They have like this weird backwards relationship for at least season 1 and season 2. And so they fuck for the first time, and then
Right.
they come out and they're doing their little interview with the camera. And Sammy's a sweetheart about it. She's like, well, if you like somebody, you're gonna hook up, you know. She's
Ronnie
like
just
cheeky, tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Ronnie comes out, we smush. Bro, we smush.
I fucking love, dude. Ronnie is like so funny, man. Like I think but back to like favorite personalities, like
Oh, dude, my favorite personalities are easy. Paulie's my favorite.
Paulie
overall.
number 1, for
Dude,
sure.
we're into season 2 though, and I like JWoww has really grown on me.
Jenny,
Yeah, first of all, she's crazy loyal, and she's the only girl with like a brain in her head.
she's like really like, yeah, like kind of like responsible.
Yeah.
seeming like
And
big old
I would love to
swing bags,
all up in her chesticle area.
dude. She has an incredible physique.
Yeah, she's a good looking lady.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Jersey Shore, man. What an actual masterpiece.
Yeah.
Dude, when that show came out, it was like when like the Hummer came out,
Yeah.
and like half of the world was like, that's sick, and then half the world was like, I'm setting 10 of these on fire because it's ruining the environment.
Right.
And that actually happened. Did you know that?
Dude, yeah.
Like a fucking, I don't remember what it was, but it was some sort of group against like
Yeah,
fighting for
dude.
the environment or whatever.
Yeah.
And they lit up an entire lot of
Yeah.
Hummers. And that's what people did with Jersey Shore. And that's why it drew so much attention, because
Right.
it drew so much fucking hate.
Dude, all press is good press.
Exactly. And the show did incredible. It's still, I think, one of the highest as far as like marketing is concerned, I think it's one of the highest grossing shows on MTV.
Right. Dude, yeah, it's the weirdest thing to me though, because all I ever saw was little snippets of Jersey Shore, right?
Right.
Like on Twitter, I saw GIFs and stuff. And so, for the longest time, I thought because of the little snippets that come out of context and shit like, dude, like Pauly has insane hair. Like it's just it's something to look at, you know. And so for the longest time, I thought that like him and Snooki were the two most outrageous people on the show. Nope.
Oh well.
Nope.
They are, as far as like personality goes.
Yeah, but they're like not what I thought they were at all. They're outrageous for sure.
Yeah.
But they're both like they both have a good grasp of reality.
Yeah, I would say so.
They're outrageous, but they know their place in the world.
Like Pauly's like super like rational.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I really like his character.
Yeah, dude. He's like super outrageous. He goes hard. He gets babes, and the whole nine. He does.
Yeah. He pulls, dude. Pauly fucks.
He does what he's supposed to do on that show, but
Yeah.
then he like realizes, all right, we gotta bring it back to fucking reality.
Yeah.
And I find that crazy impressive too, because he works. He worked in the nightlife industry. He's a DJ.
Yeah.
Like surrounded by what is not reality.
No, not by any means.
Dude, like why do you go to the club? To get away from reality for a night, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
You go to party and fucking bang and just get away from the fact that you have to go to work on Monday.
Yeah, like it's one thing to go and like look for girls and try to hook up or whatever, but I have a lot more fun like when I'm with like a group of my fucking dudes and we're just being idiots. So I think that's
right.
I don't know, but yeah, dude, it's like super interesting to see those.
And Snooki talks the most outrageous. But Snooki's a really good person. I really like Snooki.
I like Snooki's like really drunk camera things where it's like just like her in like the confession room just like being wasted. I think that's like super funny.
It's just, dude, like the one that always sticks out in my head when I think about Snooki is the snippet of her saying, "I don't eat lobsters because they're alive when you cook them." Like, what? Yeah. That is the most outlandish. Not even outrageous. The most outlandish thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
There was a part where she tried to save a lobster and stuck it in a bowl of water. And Vinny goes, "They live in salt water, you idiot. You just killed a lobster." It's just so good, you know?
Vinny's kind of weird. Like, obviously very cool, very
As
dumb.
this show goes, though, he'll grow on you.
Does he get more and more outrageous?
Super, like, intellectual and really mature for his age.
Right. Because he's, like, easily the youngest on the show, isn't he?
He is the youngest on the show, yeah.
But, like, easily the youngest.
Yeah, by a couple of years.
He had just turned 21 for the first season.
Yeah, and I think at that point, Snooki was 23.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it made him the youngest in the house, yep.
That's crazy. That'd be like if you and all your buddies had a house, exactly what we're going to do with our lives. But, like...
Yeah, dude, we found a house with a couple of our friends, too, so...
Yeah, speaking on that side note real quick, we just want to be completely transparent with you guys. We've kind of made a decision on what direction we kind of want to take the podcast. So we're going to do it kind of in seasons. We're thinking 20 to 25 episodes a season, and then we're just going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to recoup, we're going to improve some stuff, and we're going to come back better and ready to go and make something even better for you guys. And we're super stoked about it.
Yeah, and in those 2 weeks, dude, the production value is just going to skyrocket between seasons, and it's like you guys are really going to see that, and we're super excited for you guys to see that.
But so right now it's looking like we're going to hit 25 for this season, season 1, and then we're going to come back and we're going to be in a studio.
Yeah, that's going to be so big.
It's going to be huge.
Really excited for that.
What I'm really excited about that for you guys who are listening is that me and Will, the reason that we work so well like in society is we're both very visually appealing people. Like, we're not real great looking guys, but when we talk with our bodies, and it's interesting to look at.
Right, super animated human beings.
So like I'm super excited to put that on camera so that you guys can see it and understand why we wanted to do this podcast together.
Yeah, absolutely. And also the neon sign that I ordered.
Yeah.
Got delivered to the wrong address. Oh.
Did you get confirmation on that, or?
Yeah. I went to my old apartment.
It went to...
Yeah.
Woof.
So, like, what do I fucking do?
I don't know.
I messaged the seller, and I was just like, dude, that's not even close to where I live.
Yikes.
Like, I don't know what happened.
And I don't think you want to go and talk to the people at your old apartment to try and get it.
No, I don't give a fuck about those people. But so, yeah, dude, episode 25, I think, will be the last for this season.
And then it's just going to be a quick 2 weeks, guys. We're not going away forever or anything.
No, and then we'll come back on season 2 way harder.
Oh, yeah.
You know, full production. It's gonna be really
I think
good.
it's going to be super dope.
I'm super excited.
I'm really, if we can, right now we got some options on the table for where we're going to live. But what I really want to do, I really want to have that the studio in a finished basement. I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah. And one of our houses we're looking at right now has a bar in the basement.
Yes.
So I think that'd be really
sick.
cool. And then the other house has a fully finished studio area. So
I think it'll be dope. I'm super excited for us, and I'm super excited for you guys listening. I'm just stoked on everything that's happening around me.
1000%, me too.
Now, back to the funny ha-has.
Yeah. Dan's 21st birthday.
Oh, jeez. Call it right now. We got to find somebody to just follow me around for a week. I'm just going to spend the whole week with you. We're both taking the whole week off, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to have to find somebody to follow us around with a camera because I'm going to be belligerent for a week.
Yeah, dude. Dan's 21st birthday will be taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada. And the whole thing will be recorded for your viewing pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it'll be definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. We're just going to be force-feeding Dan drinks. It's going to be so bad for my liver, guys.
It's going to be sick, though.
And I'm hoping both of our buddies come. Yeah, I'm super stoked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Will is in love with Vegas. That's a side note we got to hit real quick. So I love Vegas.
But you've never been.
I've never been.
That's the thing, dude. When you touch down, you get that first nosebleed from that dry desert air. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, dude. Will loves Vegas, guys.
Oh,
you want to tell everybody how I referred to Vegas earlier? I'm not proud of it, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Let me look. There you go.
For a little background on this, Dan has a little bit of a gambling problem. Love my blackjack a little bit too much.
Yeah. And Dan was talking about his trip to Vegas, and he called it Dan's trip to Mecca, which is like out of line.
Unironically as well. It wasn't like, ha ha ha, I have a problem. This is my trip to Mecca. Ha ha ha, big funny. It was like, this is my trip to Mecca. This is my religion, guys. And then I was like, hold up, pause, rewind, take that, rewind it back.
It's like birthright for you.
Yeah, dude.
Go to Las Vegas and lose all your money.
Oh, dude.
You know what's funny too is when you move out of your parents' house, they're gonna give you a fat check because they've been saving your money for you.
Yes,
so you don't spend
it's super dope. Thanks,
and
Dad. Shout out to my dad.
That entire check will be thrown in the air at a club in Las Vegas. So, Mr. Brab, if you're listening, please give me half of that so Dan doesn't fucking spend it all. So please, I will definitely help him out.
Can that really just be my whole life? Is just other people managing my money for me?
Dude,
I'm wildly irresponsible.
At some point, we're just gonna need a lawyer and a manager to fucking keep us in line, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like that. Hey, listen, if anybody listening here is going to law school or going to business school,
dude, that's my buddy Peter. Peter should listen to this because he's fucking supposed to be one of my best friends. But, dude, I've been telling Peter he's going to be my lawyer since I knew he wanted to go to law school. Mm-hmm. And, dude, I talk about it with Nolan all the time, too. Nolan's going to have to keep both of us in line. Because Nolan knows me.
Right.
Which means Nolan knows you.
Right.
Me and Will, two brains that just, like, we're like long-lost twins, basically. Like, we think the same on a lot of stuff. We have, like, different tastes on certain things.
Yeah, but very similar views.
And so every time I find a new car that I like, and then I'm like, someday, that's mine.
Dude, a fucking blue R8 drove past me today.
Yeah, dude. There's a couple of them in New York.
And it was a new one. It wasn't a V10. I don't know if they badged the new ones.
Yeah, they badge all of them.
All right, because that one
badged in the nose.
That one was a V8 then, because there wasn't a badge.
Yeah. But every time I find a new car that I really like, the first thing that Nolan says to me when I text him about it, he goes, "Someday I'm gonna have to make you return 3 of that car."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're gonna have too much money for our own good. So I'm gonna go to a dealership, 2 Coronas into the day, and just be like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, brand new Panamera. How much? I can get 3 for $1 million.
Yeah.
You got it. Here's a check, bub."
Dude, I just can't wait to be like financially fucking free.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? God, dude.
You know, anyone who says that money can't buy you happiness has obviously never driven a really nice car.
Money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you pleasure. And pleasure makes me happy. And
Dude.
pleasure is a brand new Cadillac CTS-V.
Oh, dude, you don't even like the V3s, though.
I don't, but fucking I will.
Might as well. Oh, dude.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to live in LA. Fuck.
Waste all of our money on our housing.
It's fine though. I don't
Yeah,
need to
it's cool,
eat as long as I live in a sweet
Dude,
house.
you know what I've been thinking about way too much?
What?
So we had that conversation about people we'd love to talk to just because it's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to get Adam.22 on the podcast, and then the first words out of my mouth to him, I want to be, "Hey, bro, you're welcome for helping with rent last month."
Dude, I want... So,
Because I ferociously masturbate to his girlfriend.
Really?
Oh, Lena the Plug?
Yeah.
Can get it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never looked her up or anything.
She's a good looking lady. Mad props to you, Adam.
She-
If you hear this, if you're listening back to find out what we're about before you come on the podcast,
Yeah.
props, dude.
She's thick.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
crazy. It's crazy that you are in your position. He's a not unfamous podcaster, right? He's not a non-famous dude.
Dude, I don't think he's like not famous.
He's not
I think
Post
he's
Malone.
super well known
Yeah.
though.
He's not Post Malone.
Just
or-
for being an internet
yeah,
personality.
but
like,
he's definitely known, right?
yeah.
It's like, imagine, you don't have to imagine, when this blows up, when our podcast blows up and we've got millions of people listening every fucking day,
Yeah.
are you going to watch your pee-pee all over someone's OnlyFans?
My PP is already all over the internet.
That's right, it is.
Which is like,
I
mean,
my
there's-
balls are all over the internet.
there's
but
no
not my
stopping
pee-pee.
it now, dude. I mean, my schlong has been in several places. In the
Can we
internet.
talk about this really quick?
Yeah.
You're real quick to send a wiener pic, right?
Maybe not to girls, but to the homies. And hang on, I gotta explain that because that sounds stupid. But like, I think I might have talked about it on the podcast before. But if my friends are like afraid to send a wiener pic, I'm sending them a wiener pic before they even ask me for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how my wiener gets plastered all over the internet because my fucking fake ass friends are steezing me out.
So when I was really deep in my tirade of having sex with many people, right?
Yeah.
One of the girls, it might have been the puppet, honestly, I think. She asked for a picture of my pee-pee.
Yeah.
I don't send pee-pee pictures.
You should have asked me, dude. I'd have hooked you up.
I wasn't afraid to show my pee-pee. I've got a good looking pee-pee.
Yeah.
But, like, I just don't.
Yeah, dude, can we talk about dick pics for a second? Because there's like chicks, dude. Like, there are some...
Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, here's what she said to me.
Yeah.
So she asked for it. I obliged. She now has pictures of my pee-pee. And I broke her heart, so that could end up poorly for me. But who cares?
Oh, how?
I don't know.
I'm proud of my meat, bro.
I'm proud of my meat, too.
Like
I don't
if-
want it all over the internet,
I
necessarily.
don't really give a fuck if it's... You know what I mean? Because,
Right.
like, dude, hey, I'm not gonna... You know what I mean?
Right.
I got fucking... You know what I'm
I
saying?
got a good looking pee-pee.
It's a great... It's a decent looking pee-pee, dude.
It's not huge, but it's good looking.
Funny story about my pee-pee. My primary care doctor is the same doctor who fucking circumcised me. And I'm telling the internet this because I don't care. My ex-girlfriend, one of my ex-girlfriends, I don't remember who, but a girl that I was with at the time was at the doctor's with me because I used to get like really gnarly migraines and no one fucking knew why.
Right.
And I'm in the doctor's office and my doctor is an old Italian guy. So he's just like, there's no fucking filter going on. And he goes, I circumcised him. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, here we go. And he goes, he puts his elbow into her and he goes, you got a nice dick, right?
Dude, that's out of control.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Shout out Dr. B.
No, but so I sent the puppet a picture of my pee-pee.
Yeah.
And so, I just, I have that thing in my brain where my brain will say, hey, don't say that.
The
And then my
little
mouth
voice.
will just
Yeah.
let it rip. So I was like, it was just an interesting thing to me. I was like, what do you do with these pee-pee pictures? Like, do you flick the bean?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is what I want to talk about. Because, like, I know what I do.
Did you go up the hill
right.
for that pee-pee pic?
I know what I do with nudes.
I ferociously beat the shit out of my meat.
Right. I developed tennis elbow from crushing my shit to nudes, right? And that's normal. But some girls don't like wiener pics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll never send an unwarranted dick pic, ever.
Because that's just weird.
That's super weird. Like, hey, what's up, dick? And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not that kind of guy.
Right.
So, like, if it's asked for,
okay, but here was her answer to that text. I was like, what do you do with this? Like, do you like looking at him? Do you get off?
You asked her that?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I was just intrigued. And she comes back and hits me with, well, I usually don't have to ask guys. And I was like,
whoa.
Is that like a normal thing for girls? Girls, if you're listening, send in an email to keepitlightpodcast@gmail.com. I need answers, okay?
Yeah.
Also, where's the clitoris? I mean, huh? Where are we? What year is this?
Please, fucking us, please.
Yeah, fucking what? I don't get it.
That's also a really annoying thing too. Like, if you're talking to a girl you're like considering cuffing,
right,
or like wifing up, and she says like a comment like that, like usually I don't have to ask guys. It's like just like ugh.
It wasn't even like I'm a slut and people want to show me their pee-pee thing. It was just like I took it as guys are fucking animals and they show me their pee-pee.
Yeah.
Because I've met my share of guys. There's also like there's that voice in the back of my head where it's just like savage instincts, you know? Just
yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Dude, just crush.
Just thrash. Yo. Just smush.
Just smush.
Callbacks. What's up? But like, do I just have more self-control than the average pair, or like?
I think so, and I don't know, man. Like, it's a weird thing where it's like fuck, dude. They're like unspoken rules,
right,
to everything when it comes to women,
right?
And like, I don't fucking know them, so like,
I don't know them either.
So like, yeah, I'm just every time, man. I'm just winging it. Like, if you have game, dude, congrats, because I can't read minds like you, dog. You know
if
what I mean?
you know the rules, the unwritten rules, go ahead and write them down. Keepitlightpodcast@gmail.com. That's KEEPITLITE no E. Jeez.
Start over.
I was doing so good. Keepitlightpodcast@gmail.com. Write down those rules and send them in, please and thank you. Jesus.
Yeah. The unspoken rules of talking to females.
I had a pet peeve that I wanted to talk about earlier, so we're going to talk about your latest pet peeve with me, and I'm going to hope that it comes back to me.
Oh my fucking God.
I knew as soon as I said...
This is one thing, and it's not just you, Dan. I don't mean to just take it out on you, but I'm gonna. So
Okay.
Dan does this thing where if you're taught... First of all, when people interrupt me, I hate that.
Yeah.
You don't interrupt me.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Did you say something?
Hell. You don't interrupt me, but what you do is what you do.
He said doo-doo.
When I say something to you and I'm halfway through saying it, you go, what? And I don't repeat myself because I fucking know you heard me.
Right.
Okay? And then you answer me, and then I'm like, why the fuck would you do something like that?
It's just like
one of those little things.
It's just like I sprinkle in that what for a little extra flavor, and Will's not a big flavor guy apparently.
No, it's not even that. It's when people blatantly hear you,
right?
And they're like, what? Oh, and then they answer you, and I'm like, fuck you, oh my God, if I had to fucking repeat myself, you know what I mean?
Right.
I hate repeating myself, and that's me. You know what I mean? It's not really so much a pet peeve as is me responding to something in a healthier way.
Right.
It's more so just me being an entitled brat, and I'm going like, you fucking dude, you heard me though. Like, you know what I mean?
What it usually is, and like it's such a gnarly habit, and the more you point it out, the more I'm like, I really gotta work on that. It's such a bad habit. Is you'll be talking to me, and I'll be looking at my phone, texting or doing something, and just like everyone
your brain
knows.
isn't where my thought is, and then it catches up when you don't. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so it's just I just have to put that what in there as like a quick fucking filler spot for my brain to catch up.
Right.
And it's such a bad habit, and I gotta figure it out.
It's a super common thing for people to do, and when people what me and I know they heard me, I don't ever repeat myself.
Yeah, don't start now, buddy. You know, you keep being entitled brat. You know,
that's what I'm gonna do. I plan on it.
I got a driving pet peeve. I have so many driving pet peeves, but like,
oh my God, let's fucking talk about it.
There's so many. I think the one, it goes back so where we live, me and Will, the same thing. Whenever we're driving and we just had like a rough day, we'll text each other and we'll just be like, dude, fucking people in this area, they either gotta be somewhere 10 minutes ago or they don't have to be there for 4 hours.
Right.
It's the fucking worst thing in the world, dude. Like,
Super
can we all
annoying,
just
man.
drive?
Because you'll be in the fast lane following
normal
somebody
speed.
going 90, and then you'll be in the fast lane still following somebody going fucking 65.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, what are you doing?
And how often are you using cruise control?
Since the virus, not at all. Not like 1 second of my drive. I'm 85 miles an hour on the highway.
Okay, here's the thing. I have a lot of speeding tickets, so I use the cruise control every single chance I get.
Yeah.
If there's not a stop sign for more than a mile, I'm setting the cruise control.
But if somebody fucks that cruise control up, it's annoying.
Yeah. So the most frustrating thing to me, dude, is when I have my cruise control set.
Yeah.
I'm going the same speed. I'm staying at the same RPMs.
Oh my god.
And people are just just passing you and then dropping back and passing you and dropping back.
Yeah,
And
what
it's
the
like,
fuck is up with
pick
that?
a fucking speed, man. What are you doing?
If it's not that, it's the people that hang out in your fucking blind spot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I
I could turn right now, rip the e-brake, and we both die, motherfucker. You choose, okay?
I have a really terrible... So, do you ever watch me when I'm driving?
All the time.
Do you... I obsessively do shoulder checks on the highway.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
And here's why. It's because I didn't used to do them. I have to check like 3 times now, though. And it happened because there was this guy with a crazy-looking Harley with flames on the tank.
Yeah.
And he was chilling in my blind spot. So at the end of the day, in my head, I know it's kind of his fault. You were
Right.
chilling in my blind spot, man.
That's like biker etiquette 101 is
Don't
to be
chill in
as
people's
far
blind
away
spots.
from cars as you
Right.
can.
And
Idiot.
and like I've talked, like my dad is a big biker, and he always says the same thing: loud rides save lives, and that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Dad, I'm not you. My ear holes are ready to be defiled.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in my car and it's sunny and I'm in a good mood, I am actively trying to break my speakers. My car is shaking. Other people's cars are shaking from the volume of my music.
Right.
Unless you are in a Cadillac CTS-V with an exhaust done by Spark Motorsports, probably not hearing your ride.
No.
So like this shitty little Harley, I'm no shot am I hearing that thing.
Right.
So I'm fucking probably 17, 18 at the time, real confident, just throw on the blinker. And then I'm like about to go over, not doing the shoulder check. He's in my blind spot.
Yeah.
I'm mirror, nobody's there. I'm good. Clean it up. I'm ready to fucking move lanes.
Right.
And I felt so terrible, even though I know in my head it was kind of his fault because I almost ran this dude off the road.
Right. You know how much truckers really appreciate when you flash them? Like, dude, you got room God. You know what I mean?
Right.
They love that shit. And then they'll put the throwaways on for you, like, thank you. It's the 2 blanks.
Right.
I have my CDLA, so I drive big trucks.
Right.
And I fucking appreciate that. And when I was taught to drive with a truck and trailer, one of my buddies, shout out Andrew, good friend of mine at work, he goes, dude, put your blinker on, count to 3, and go. They're gonna move, dude. And I'm like,
Right.
are you kidding me? And ever since I started doing that shit, man, people fucking move. It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what it is.
Like, you decide if we're in the paper tomorrow, but I gotta get in that lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
People are so terrified to drive near big trucks.
it's so funny.
Now, there's been hay trucks on my route home from work lately for some reason. They're
Yeah.
just big flatbeds loaded up with
Bales of hay.
bales of hay.
Yeah.
I don't like driving next to those.
Right, because shit flies out of them and
Because
stuff.
shit flies out of them, and all I need is for a bale of fucking hay to land on my car.
Could
That's
you
all I fucking
imagine the shitty fucking day? Dude, that would happen to me on a Monday evening when I already had the worst day ever at work.
Yeah, dude.
Got yelled at for something stupid. I'm driving home, missed a gear, grinded it, and I'm fucking
Even
driving.
better, you hit a money shift and you trade straight.
Yeah, shout out Mike V. And then, if you guys don't know, Mike's tranny exploded, so.
That wasn't his fault, though.
No, it wasn't.
It
but
was his fault, but it
It's
wasn't his fault.
100% it was.
Hey, Mike, don't do 130 pulls when you have a brand new exhaust on your car and you don't know what can go wrong yet.
Yeah. But like that would happen to me on the shittiest day ever, and then a fucking
Bale of hay just destroys the GTI.
and I would be so pissed if that bale of hay didn't kill me. You know what I mean? You ever just have one of those days where it's like you get home from a long ass day of getting yelled at or something stupid,
Dude,
and you go to put your key in the door and you fucking drop your key, dude. Oh my, or dude, you get inside and you realize you forgot your phone in your car,
right,
or your wallet.
Can we talk about the phone call that
dude.
you got today from me, and talk about how impressive it is that I'm A, wide awake right now, and B, in such a good mood?
I don't remember.
Dude, I called you at about noon today, and in a real raspy voice. I remember it so perfectly, even though I was half asleep. Real raspy voice. You go, hey, what's up, man? I go, hey, man.
Yeah.
And
I can feel you sweating.
I'm a loud talker, and like Will knows me super well. He knows my voice, and I was like, he's gonna know. He's gonna know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So he picks up the phone. What's up, man? Hey, man, what's going on? Just fucking, I woke up early today.
Like a kicked puppy, dude.
Yeah,
you were
dude.
just crying.
I ran 3 miles this morning, not thinking about it. You know, I just want to be skinny legend. And then I get to work. I have to unload a trailer by hand. And it's an easy one because everything on the trailer is super light and it's fine. And then they pull me and they go, hey, you're the young one in the warehouse. You have to unload the shitty trailer by hand. And so the shitty trailer is a bunch of packages. It was 500 of them.
Yeesh.
And they're about 80 pounds a piece. Just home, just chucking them from one side of my body to the other. And a trailer is 10 feet tall. So trying to pull 80 pounds off of the top, like I have fucked up knees, and I dropped one directly on my knee. I was like, fucking Christ. Dude. My knee is sweating. I drive forklifts a lot, so I'm pretty confident on the forklift these days. So I'll be just cruising on the forklift, and they'll be like, oh, this is my stop, and I'll just jump off the forklift. I did that, and I'm really thankful that no one saw me, but I did that right after I was finished.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. I grab the steering wheel, I grab my armrest, and just launch myself off the thing.
It stops.
And it has an automatic stop e-brake, so it just stops right there. But I jumped off. Guys, it's not a big jump. It's like maybe 2 feet from my foot to the ground. I ate complete shit because my knee just came out, dude. I knew we were recording tonight, so I was like, I'm not going to tell them about it until we're recording.
Dude, you falling is so funny because you fall so slow.
Yeah, dude, I've done that my entire life.
You fall like a tree falling in the woods and no one's around to fucking hear it.
Yeah, dude.
It's literally like so catastrophic for no reason.
Yeah, I fall so gracefully.
Yeah.
And I'm just like such a big presence. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know how I fall so gracefully.
Whenever I like fall or I get like bonked in the head, like it's so gnarly looking because of my hair. So it's just like hair flying around all over the place.
Dude, I was trying to take a timer picture in your apartment the other day.
Like,
and I just tripped over a bag. And I was just like, everything was like in slow motion. I was just like, whoa, everything's so pretty at this.
Dude, and then the picture was so funny because
it's just a blurry picture of me eating shit.
Yeah. And then dude, we were doing my sister's fence that one time, and I step on one of the rails that we bent, and it flies up and just mashes me in the side of the head. It was just one of those things where it fucking boom. It rang my bell so hard, dude.
Yeah. Dude, can we talk about that real quick? I felt like such a goddamn legend. So we were doing your sister's fence, and Will didn't know what the pipes were made of because it's just a metal fence. So he's like, this is how I got the free lunch out of you. He goes, Dan, I'll buy you lunch if you bend that pipe right now. Because I go, we can just bend it and throw it in the garbage. And you go, I'll give you lunch I'll buy lunch if you can bend that right now.
Yeah.
I just walk over to it and step on it in my fucking Vans.
Nah, dude, you struggled like 3 or 4 times. To be honest.
I struggled the second time. The first one I was real confident, so I was like, I know I got to get it. And I just slammed my foot down on it and it started to bend. And then I was like, I got it from here. Once the bend has started.
It's like galvanized steel,
yeah.
So it's like like a real shitty metal.
Yeah. Shout out to Bree. You're welcome for the new fence.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Bree.
She doesn't listen to these because she's scared.
I don't blame her.
My whole family listens to it. What's up with your family, dude?
I don't know.
I get lectures from my family about what I say on here.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like the razor thing, dude.
Shaving your butt with your little sister's razor?
Yeah. My little sister was like, stop doing that. I was like,
nope.
Nope.
No can do.
Nope. And my mom was like, hey, that's really funny. I like that you said that on the podcast. Make sure you keep using hers because I'll beat your ass. It was just like, maybe, Mom. I don't know. Fucking. Sometimes I don't wear my glasses in the shower. I don't know what's what. You know?
Sometimes
orange,
razor's a
blue,
razor,
red, pink. I don't know. They all look the same to me.
Exactly. How are you gonna know? You just gotta shave your butt. It's just a mission that has to be done.
I'm not even thinking about razors. Or just thinking, there's a lot of hair in my butt. It's gotta go. I'll rip it out if I have to.
Right. Oh man, dude, I want to talk about pet peeves a little bit more. And I want to.
I have so many driving pet peeves.
Driving, yeah, that's full of pet peeves for me.
Yeah,
but
just because people don't fucking think, man.
But the driving pet peeves are the same as in the way people pet peeves.
Yeah,
where it's holy fuck, dude. Say you're at Wegmans and you're just trying to walk. You're just trying to fucking walk, dude.
Yo,
somebody's in front of you looking up at the ceiling, duh, and they're fucking they're just spinning in a circle, duh. Or man, if a kid comes flying at you and fucking cuts you off and fucks up your whole trajectory, and the parents are just like, get over here. That's annoying to me, but it's a kid, and I understand.
Right.
But what you're doing is you're raising an in the way person.
Right.
Okay? In the way people can fuck off. And I'll tell you why. I'm trying to go do something, man, and you're in the way.
On that note, though, I have a couple notes on Wegmans. We're just going to do one big shout out to Wegmans. I fucking love Wegmans. I'm going to miss Wegmans so very much when we move to LA.
Yeah. Shout out Wegmans.
Anyone who's not listening from
New York
and surrounding area, because I think it goes into a couple other states a little bit.
Yeah, Mass, I think.
It is the creme de la creme of fucking grocery stores. They have hot bars. They have mini restaurants in it. They've got everything you need. They've got a good balance of bulk and small stuff. It's the most wonderful place on earth.
Yeah, I love Wegmans.
So first thing, shout out to The Office. I love when I'm watching The Office, dude, and I see Wegmans merch, and it's older, so they have all the old Wegmans logos in it from my childhood, dude, and I get hit right in the fucking chest with the nostalgia. Do you remember when they did they still do it on some stuff, but on their soda bottles and cans, it used to be that big dorky looking W.
Yeah.
And they changed it to something else now. But dude, I loved seeing that in The Office.
Yeah, I know.
Second thing, we got Wegmans subs today, and fucking oh my god.
Dude, you know what grossed me out about that?
That guy was such a shitty sandwich maker.
He made fucking garbage subs, but you can't really fuck up a Wegmans sub.
Yeah.
They're good, right?
Dude, it's great bread,
but dude,
quality meats.
He was making your sub, and an alarm clock went off in the back, this crusty.
Oh, yeah.
And he slapped it with his hand, and then just went right back to making your sub. I was I almost stopped him. I'm like, dude, fucking glove up again. That was so nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't. I would have thrown a fit.
I also eat dirt, dude. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, but with everything going on right now.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
And then speaking of in the way people, can we please tell the story about how we were intentionally in the way people?
Yeah, dude.
So I made meatballs this weekend. They were fire. Go ahead, suck my dick for 2 seconds and just admit that the meatballs were fire.
They were pretty good, man.
Thank you. So we're picking out a nice roast, a nice ground beef package. You gotta choose your cut of ground beef wisely.
Yeah, you do.
So just real quick, I grab one and then I go, "Hey man, do you think this is gonna be enough, or do we need two?" And this lady audibly scoffs because we're taking too long.
Here's what happened, dude. Because you didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice because I'm so oblivious in public, dude.
You're an in the way person.
No, I'll rush to get out of the way. I hate being in the middle of aisles because it makes me uncomfortable. I like to be right up against shelves.
Yo, being an in the way person is somebody who just checked out and they're taking their sweet time putting their change back in their wallet while you're trying to cash out.
Yeah, dude, that's why I use a credit card.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Fuck, dude. But
guys,
yeah,
it's 2020. That's my real pet peeve here. Stop using cash.
Or checks. Who? Dude, you're using a check?
Are you stuck in 1983?
That is enough, dude.
I don't even know how to fill out a check.
Use your debit card. It's the same thing, you boomer. Okay?
I know that you're supposed to sign them, and I know they're supposed to say happy birthday on them. I know that because the only times I get checks is from my great-grandparents on my birthday, and they say happy birthday on them.
Yeah. And they're usually for like $100. Speaking of which, I found $70 in my wallet today. A W. Okay.
Big W.
But yeah, so we were at Wegs. Okay.
Right.
And Dan picks up. Well, he's in the process of picking up 1 pound of ground beef. This lady behind us is standing 6 feet away because of the rule, the social distancing rule that Wegmans is like pressing on people.
As they should.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with it. But so Dan picks up this 1 pound of ground beef, and he's just like slow playing the shit out of it. And he was like, dude, so like, do you think this is gonna be enough? And then I see her arms go up, and I'm like, because dude, a huge part of me is just, I love fucking with people.
Right.
And people that deserve it, like her, freaking out over us grabbing meat and taking 10 more seconds than we need to, is hilarious to me.
Right.
And I will make that last until I fucking die.
Well, what was really funny about it is me and Will, I think you and I are like telekinetically connected.
Yeah.
Because he just like flicks his eyes over at her real quick, and I go, I totally know what you're saying right now. We're gonna stay here for 15 fucking minutes.
Dude, so like Dan, I'm like, I don't know, man, maybe fucking we should mix in some pork or something. So we're just picking up all these meats and putting them back, and this lady is like just blowing a gasket. Dude.
Yeah.
It was like so funny because it was just some Karen freaking out for no reason, dude. Like, where do you have to be right now, Karen? I bet you're not essential. Whatever the fuck you're doing. It's 7 p.m. on a Friday night.
I go to work every day, Karen. Do you?
Right.
I even drive there. They just started letting me do that.
Some fucking secretary. She's getting so pissed at us just being there. And I'm like, dude, I'm loving it. Every second of it. I'm like creaming in my pants.
Dude, as soon as your eyes twitched, I knew what was going on. I was like, I'm into this.
So we were picking up like, and I'm like out loud saying like, this lady's getting so pissed right now. It's so fucking funny. Because like I talk under my breath, and if you hear me and I'm right, it's funny because I'm right. And if you hear me and I'm wrong, it's still funny because I'm fucking right. About a situation like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I out loud, I'm like, this lady's getting so fucking pissed off right now. It's like, this is the greatest day of my life. And Dan, he goes, oh, all right, and picks up like some pork and puts it back, and then we're reading the labels, and this lady's like stewing, standing behind us, like, and then and
I didn't turn to look, but from what I understand, her face is pretty fun to look at.
She was really pissed, and it was just God, I love messing.
Dude,
with
we got like 10 feet away and couldn't help ourselves. We were like fucking geeking 10 feet away,
and then we were checking out, and I made a joke to the kid behind the counter. And he didn't laugh. And I'm like, it's okay, bud. You can laugh.
Oh, yeah.
It's a joke. And it's hard to read people, though, because everyone has these masks on, so you can't tell.
Dude, bring it back to Claire for a second. Claire works at a Wegmans, which just makes her that much more attractive as a human being.
Yeah.
It's like the free Wegmans plug. Hello.
Woof.
Hello. And, so Claire, the thing about Claire, we're going to have Claire on the podcast. I think we're going to do it in the second season, though. We're going to get her in here some eye candy. Mm-hmm. And Claire has a great smile. Her and all her sisters, they all have braces, and their dentist is doing something fucking right, dude.
Yeah.
All 4 of those girls have gorgeous smiles.
Yeah, that dentist struck gold.
And so Claire, when she's at the counter, she's not a real talkative person, especially with strangers. And so Claire just smiles at people, and people get the message. It's like, she's happy, she's fine, I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
But Claire's got to wear a mask, and she's like so hurt about it, because she's like, what do I do now? It's like the only thing I've got. Like, people are going to think I'm miserable all day. And I am, but like, the smile hides it usually.
Right. Smiling behind a mask is just like, you look like you're fucking falling asleep or something.
And it's super creepy for you and me, because we both smile with our whole faces.
Yeah, for real.
But like, without the corners of our mouths turning up, it just looks like Joker faces. Like, you want to play a game?
Yeah.
So I'll smile at people and be like, awareness of myself, I'll be like, mask, I look fucking insane. Mm-hmm. And it's out of control, dude.
1000%. I definitely agree. I just love fucking with people. Oh my god, dude. Could we just... I want to like make like a video series that was just ruining people's days.
Yes.
Oh my god. Today, I was driving to Dunkin' Donuts in a company truck. And there's so when you turn in, I was coming from the right. So there's only like one lane to turn into.
Right.
It's divided by a cement sidewalk. And there's 2 lanes on the other side that are, one's a straight lane if you're going straight, and then one's a turning lane. but they're both one-way lanes, and I didn't turn into the fucking lane you turned into. I like just was zoning out because I saw a car and I thought it was my mom. So I was zoning out, and I go into the turning lane to turn out of Dunkin' Donuts from, and I'm just driving straight in, and this fucking boomer, dude, super old guy, was just in the car flapping his arms around, going crazy, and I just gave him a thumbs up. It's just how I roll, dude. Like, I ruined that guy's entire day. He's probably gonna bitch about it until he dies, which is very soon. But like, dude, that's funny to me. Like, am I fucked up for that?
Dude, no, because I do the same thing.
It's good time.
The first time I ever witnessed real road rage directed at me, I'd seen it like directed at my fucking parents 1,000 times, but you never really feel it until it's directed at you.
Right.
And it was one of those situations where I know I'm in the right. You want to know how I know I'm in the right?
Because you're dead in the wrong.
Because I used my fucking cruise control, you stupid broad. I remember exactly what happened. So I was in the fast lane doing 10 over. You guys know me. Mm-hmm. Doing at least 10 over at all times. Listen up, cops. And so this lady comes up behind me.
Yeah.
And she's on my tail. I'm like, okay, she wants to pass me. That's fine. That's her ticket. Gets me out of one. I don't care.
Yeah.
Move over. Get out of her way. Zoom. Goes by.
Nope.
Cruise control does not move. My cruise control does not move.
Right. You get over, she's hanging out.
I get back over, she's hanging over. So I'm like, all right, you passed me. I'm not turning off my cruise control. So I get right up on her bumper, and she fucking picks it up, and then she's waiting. You put all the room in the world to move over and give me the same courtesy that I gave you. Mm-hmm. Because you want to fucking dick around. My cruise control did not move the whole fucking time.
Right.
And so I'm riding her bumper for like 2 miles. Like 2 miles. I'm like, are you going to shit or get off the pot? Like, I'm starting to get some road rage going. I'm like, are you dead fucking serious right now?
I love that when you're just stewing behind somebody. Like, you're going to... I could just be running right now, and I'd be fine with it.
I'm just like, so... Yeah. What's going on right now?
Yeah, dude.
You rode my ass. I gave you the common courtesy. And now this is happening? What's going on?
Dude, if it's not that, it's when someone fucking cuts you off to get off an exit and there's nobody behind you.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's what it was earlier. That's what it was earlier.
What?
Somebody did that to me. They fucking, right on 481, the 481 to 690 exchange.
Yeah.
Where it's the 2 lanes. That's where I always see the hay truck, by the way. It's the 2 lanes. You're leaving Destiny, going to get onto 690.
Yeah.
And so there's the 2 lanes. Somebody just dive bombs from the fast lane across it. I'm like, nobody behind me. Like, the nearest car behind me.
Dude, like, no regard for
the
anybody
nearest
else's
car
safety.
behind me has got to be like 2 miles.
Right.
I can see them, but barely.
Mm-hmm.
And they just... What are you doing?
It's like they close their eyes and crank the wheel to the right. It's like,
dude, that's how people fucking die. What is wrong with you?
It's so stupid. I don't understand, dude.
God.
It's like...
it's never a cool car. There's a kid who drives that same area. He drives an R8. If you haven't been paying attention, an R8 is my dream car. He can cut me off whenever the fuck he wants. And every time I'm going to stick my hand out the window, it could be negative 10 degrees outside. I'm going to stick my hand out the window and give him the rev it up symbol. You know?
Right.
I want to hear that thing fucking growl.
Right.
He can do whatever he wants.
But if it's like some fucking...
But it's never him. It's never him. No. He's the most respectful driver in the world. He'll slow down. He'll go under the speed limit so that you get to safely get off.
Right.
It's always some dipshit in like a fucking...
Prius.
Dude, Prius owners. Oh my God.
It's not that it's a Prius and that it sucks.
It's that it's always Priuses.
It's always a fucking Prius.
It's always some broad who you know is going to go home to her kids. It's always some mom who you know is going to go home to her kids who are 16, 17, just learning how to drive. And she's like, this is how you drive safely. And then you pull that shit?
Yeah.
Huh?
Supposed to be setting an example, Mom.
Yeah, Mom. I'll fuck you right now. What's that? You're divorced? I hate fuck you too. I don't give a damn.
Well, on that note, I think it takes us to the 1 hour mark.
Dude, no shit.
Yeah, man.
This one cruised right by.
Thank you so much for listening.
Dude, what did we even talk about for the last hour?
I don't even know. Just gibberish.
Dude, real talk. I feel like this was a really good cast.
For sure, man. Hey, but real quick, one time,
you guys already know what's coming. The socials, keep it _light on Twitter, keep it light podcast on Instagram. Follow our YouTube, subscribe, like a couple videos. Keep it light podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send in your ideas,
And
what you
also,
want to talk about.
This episode of the Keep It Light podcast is brought to you in part by Spark Motorsports.
Those guys are the shit.
Yeah. Love those guys.
Thank you guys so much for sticking with us. The end of season 1, we got a couple more episodes, and then we'll be 2 weeks off, and then we'll be in the studio, and we're super stoked to bring everything to you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Keep it light.